and welcome to the 244th edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Brucker, and I'm coming to you live here from Casa de Brucker. We're going to be having another very good beer, another Christmassy type beer. We're going to be having the Southern Tier Frosted Sugar Cookie Beer. Sounds kind of crazy, but you know what? You got to try it because it's the holidays. So let's go ahead and waste no time and get pouring on this. Now this is what they would consider a American strong ale. Okay, it clocks in. It rates 87 out of 100, which makes it a very good beer. And it's also 8.6% alcohol by volume, so it's a sipper, not a pounder. So let's go ahead and pour this. I'm gonna kind of get a little bit of extra head on there so we can smell the delicious flavors in here. I can kind of envision this smelling like a cake almost. Just the description of the beer, I just imagine that. So let's go ahead and see how right I am. First of all, we got a nice yellow color for a nice like golden type ale. Great head with very good retention. We're getting lacing, if you see the lacing on the sides there. So far, we got a quality beer here. So let's go ahead and smell it. Now, what I get right off the bat is I get like a vanilla smell. And then almost like a cake. Less like a cookie and smells a little bit more like a cake. If you were just like to smell like cake batter or freshly just baked cake. And then there's almost like orange zest maybe. There's definitely some kind of citrus. I think it's orange is what it smells like. But yeah, you can see that we got a quality beer here. If you look at the lacing across here, that's always a sign of a good, well-made beer. So Southern Tier makes some really good beers. They make a lot of like good specialty beers. Besides their like core beers, they do a lot of these dessert type beers. Everything from creme brulee to thin mint cookies to this now frosted sugar cookie. And we've done other ones. I think I have a salted caramel one. And they all are, stronger, so they're not like super overpowering sweet. They've got a strength to them, but they also do a great job of figuring out how to bring out these flavors. And I saw this frosted sugar cookie, and I thought, what could be more Christmassy than some frosted sugar cookies, right? So let's go ahead and dig in here and let's see what we think here. I have not had this beer, so I'm not going to lie to you. So you're going to be experiencing it, as am I. Wow. What I'm going to say is they were able to produce in this beer that's 8.6% something that reminds me of a cookie or cake type. A frosted sugar cookie would be a very good, what they created. But that is, I don't know how they even do that at 8.6% alcohol by volume, because it truly tastes like a sugar cookie or like a cake type. Wow. So you get like the vanilla. There's something in there, some kind of flavor that they got in there that's making me think like icing, like cake icing or cookie icing, the frosted part. And I don't even know how they do that in beer. So quite impressive. Yeah, now this is out of New York, Southern Tier, and they make a lot of great beers. It's not just this one. But this is spectacular. That's not something I can sit around and drink all day. Okay, I'm not going to tell you that because it's not. This is a sipper that would be campfire, after dinner beer, or just you had a long day and you want something maybe a little bit sweet or special. This would be right in there, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed, and I've been impressed with a few of their other ones. I know my wife loves the creme brulee one, but this one is really, really delicious. I would give it a very high rating. They give it 87 out of 100. I would get every bit of it 87 out of 100, maybe even a little bit higher. It's amazing what they can do with beer nowadays. I mean, you still get a beer taste in there. It's 8.6% alcohol by volume. It's a strong beer. Each one of these is like drinking 2 Budweisers. So it's not even a kind of a sweet beer. There is a sweetness to it. Don't get me wrong. This is not one that I could, like I said, I could have several of. But it's phenomenal the way they did this beer. And I don't know how they did it. I'm going to have to do more research to figure out how they pull these things off. Because, after having their creme brulee before and their thin mint that I've had before, I don't know how they do some of this, what kind of things they're adding to the beer. But I'm going to have to research it because this is amazing, whatever they did to get this flavor in this beer and have it still taste like a beer, yet also taste like a cookie. It just blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. But obviously there is somebody who knows what they're doing to pull these flavors into a beer. It's just amazing. So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends about Beer Issues and how much fun we're having talking about great beers and drinking great beers. And if they want any cool Beer Issues gear, they can go to shop.beerissues.com. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.